Wars have been fought over land, power and revenge, but in 1925, Greece and Bulgaria almost went to full-scale war over a dog. Yes, a single stray dog nearly plunged two nations into chaos, leaving dozens dead. Sounds ridiculous? Well, this actually happened. The year was 1925, and tensions between Greece and Bulgaria were already high. Their border had been a source of constant disputes ever since the Balkan Wars and World War I. It was along this tense border, near the town of Petrich, that one small event would spiral into a deadly conflict. One afternoon, a Greek soldier stationed at the border saw his dog slip away and run across the border into Bulgaria. Instinctively, without thinking of the consequences, he chased after it. But what happened next was shocking. Bulgarian border guards, already suspicious of Greek movements, saw the soldier running toward them. They panicked. They raised their rifles and fired. The Greek soldier collapsed to the ground dead. When the news reached Greece, outrage spread like wildfire. The Greek government, led by General Theodoros Pangalos, saw this as an act of war. Within days, Greek forces marched into Bulgaria, occupying Petrich and nearby villages. They demanded justice, compensation, and an apology from Bulgaria. Bulgarian citizens fled in terror. The Bulgarian government, however, had a different strategy. They ordered their troops not to fight back. Instead, they turned to diplomacy and appealed to the League of Nations for help. Meanwhile, on the ground, chaos erupted. Clashes broke out, and by the time the dust settled, over 50 people had been killed. A war over a dog had already claimed dozens of lives. The world was watching. The League of Nations, the global peacekeeping organization before the United Nations existed, knew that if they didn't step in, this absurd war could spiral out of control. They ruled against Greece, calling their invasion an act of aggression, and ordered them to withdraw immediately. On top of that, Greece was forced to pay Bulgaria a fine of £45,000, roughly $3 million in today's money. Faced with international pressure and the risk of further conflict, Greece had no choice. They retreated, ending what would later be called the War of the Stray Dog. The war lasted just over a week, but the lesson it left behind was chilling. Wars don't always start with grand battles and powerful speeches. Sometimes all it takes is a misunderstanding, a bad decision, or even a dog crossing the wrong border. History has seen wars start over tea, an ear being cut off, even a wooden bucket. So here's the real question. How many wars have started over something just as absurd? And how many could have been avoided if cooler heads had prevailed?